Yeah, I'd be stressing right now, my guy. I miss my old job so much, dude. And the freaking lady, she didn't get back to me. The HR, because I texted the freaking director of operations and he told me to email him, and she hasn't gotten back to me. Of that, it's like, I mean, we already kind of know that she's gonna say no, that I can't return back to the company. But it's just that I think whatever she says, which is going to be no, is probably going to, like, then I'll have like a final decision that even after all this time, I'm not able to return back. I think it's going to like flip a switch inside of me of like, like what to do next. Because, like I showed you guys, I did like the resume. I'm ready for like another security job that's like in the filming industry, but I was like checking them out and they don't look like professional companies. They don't look like, it's like even like one of them I called earlier and like it was just some random person's number and then she was like speaking Spanish on the phone. And it's just a fucked situation, man. It's just such a fucked situation. That's just like, come on, man. Just let me redeem myself, dude. Where's the redemption? Where's the ability to... I literally did such good work for that freaking company, dude. It's just like, I'm probably the only person in the company who can say that he has never fallen asleep on post before. It's like, like I was just like, it's just like the shoe fit, man. The shoe fit. And it's just like really sucks because it's just like one of those things. It's just like, what do people say? It's just like when you have something or when you lose something, it's like, or like maybe it's like when you have something, you don't realize what you have. And I feel like I'm like that with my current truck that I have too. Because like, like I do whinge and complain a lot about having my truck is gone. My old truck is gone. And, just like, because like this truck that I have is like a smaller truck and it's like this job that I'm working here now at Budweiser is cool, but it's just like, oh my God, I would give anything to have like an opportunity to go back to my old job. And if this was like a movie, freaking the devil would pop up and freaking like you gotta sell your soul for it. And just like, it's not that important to me. I'm not gonna sell my soul. Like when I was working the gate one over there, the freaking general manager. He's like the general manager for us inside of Budweiser was like there. Like we were talking and then we got into like the talk of like the Illuminati of like, how people have to sell their souls to like, have what they have. And like it is kind of suspicious. It's a little weird of like how some individuals like, P. Diddy, freaking Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Drake, all these people have like millions and millions and almost looks like an unlimited amount of money, which is just like, it kind of makes sense because like, they make a product, right? They make music and then they sell it. But it's weird because I've never paid for music ever, me the consumer. But it's just like somebody pays them, and then they get to a point to like where they get lazy, and then it's like, you know, they say these people have to sell their souls. And, you know, like I've expressed in other videos, it's like, oh, I want to be like a famous person. Which is like, you know, now I'm thinking about it, like, I don't know. But it's just like, it just feels like the right fit. But it's just like, for me personally, I would never sell my soul for anything at all. So even like, you know, if I could get out of this situation and like, you know, have all the stuff that I want, a Rolls Royce, a 4x4 square G-Wagon, nice big mansion, all the fame, celebrity, the views, the screaming crowds, all that. I would never sell my soul, because it's just like, you know, say if like, you know, your body is being controlled by the soul, and then after you die, your soul's still there, right? But now somebody purchased it, and now they own you after you die. That's a stupid move. That's a dumb move. Because like, you know, say if like, you know, you sold your body, like I kind of do to like work at this company. You know, you essentially, like every single employee, you sell your body to a company, regardless of what it is, whether it be Budweiser, Starbucks, McDonald's, the gas station, freaking like whatever, you know, you sell your body to like a corporation to do certain things to make them money, and then they give you a little bit of that money so, you know, you can go out and buy groceries so you can survive. It's like, you know, selling your body, maybe that might make sense of like, you know, at this time I'm going to sell my body for fame and stuff like that. But after I die, my soul is my own property. Maybe I would do something like that. Of that, at the end of life, the contract ends. Yeah, because like, you know, your body's just going to go into the dirt, and then that's kind of it. Which I don't think I want my body to go into the dirt, because what they do is like they fill your body with like this weird thing that's like, you know, make your, is like, if you're going to have, I guess I wouldn't have an open casket because none of my family would be there, because, you know, they're just not in my life. They're not even invited to my funeral. I'm very curious of like what my death is going to look like, because there's nobody there. So I'm pretty sure obviously they have situations of what that is. I think that they're just gonna like take my body, it goes to the hospital, and then they probably, I would probably want it to be cremation. I think the cremation would be appropriate. I think cremation is the right way to go, because it's not just, because for a lot of people, like their body and their casket is just like holding up space. I talked about this before. It's just like, eventually we're just gonna have, all the world is just going to be filled with dead bodies, because like we're just holding on to them. But it's like with the cremation, it becomes like a fine ash, and then it goes back into the dirt or like wherever it goes, and like, it can propagate for like plants to grow or something. At one point I wanted to, because they could take your ashes and then turn you into a diamond, and what I wanted at one point is to like my body to become into like a diamond, and then to be shot off into space to just go on forever. But then I thought about it. I was like, what if my soul gets stuck out there? When if it was on Earth, then it could like regenerate and you become like a new person or something like that. But it's like, what if you get stuck somewhere? I was like, all right, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't be shot off into space, because you might get stuck out there and you cannot reincarnate. But fuck, man, it's just like working here at Budweiser. I know it's just gonna hurt me, because I know that I just know the life that I could have had if I just didn't drink and drive. So I guess the moral of this video is don't drink and drive, bro. I would love to get something like this going. Like once I get like a freaking Sprinter van, like look at this thing. You can like, oh baby, just over here, fucking straight up gooning. Drive up on the scale and hopefully I don't fall off of it like that semi truck the other day. And we're gonna see what the total is. Wow, my truck weighs 5,500 pounds. Look at my brand spanking new pants, brother. Remember when I went ahead and bleached them and then did it in red, but my freaking button fell off. My button fell off, so I went ahead and put on these brand spanking new strapping slacks.